Huge game tonight. Baylor, an underdog to Gonzaga. And they're a win away from mortality, the small school from Spokane, Washington. I went to college about 20 miles away, and I have a soft spot for Spokane. Potentially sports history tonight. The first time in about 45 years. 75% of the country is rooting for Gonzaga tonight. We root for history. We love history. Tonight will get a big rating. 13 million people watch Gonzaga UCLA, which was the best college basketball game I've ever seen, and I've been watching it for a long time. But here's what's fascinating about Gonzaga. And I know most of you, you don't know much about Gonzaga. They have become a Goliath, and they used to be a David. And I can't think of another sports team, pro or college, men or women, that's ever happened. Think about this. There's a reason the Yankees and the Celtics and the Lakers and Ohio State football and Alabama and Oklahoma and Kentucky and Kansas, there's a reason they're Goliath. They have a money advantage, a history advantage, a glamour advantage, a city advantage, a geographical advantage, an owner advantage, whatever it is. There's a reason they got there. Now, they may hire the wrong coach and be down for a while. Bama was. They may, they have a little chaos in the organization. Quarterback gets hurt or something. That happens. But they always get back to the top. There's a reason Goliath is Goliath, right? IBM's going nowhere. And then you have the Davids. And I'm not talking about all the Davids, but the good Davids. Xavier basketball, Gonzaga basketball, Boise State football, TCU football, the Oakland A's, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Minnesota Twins, the OKC Thunder. They occasionally get the right star, but he leaves. They don't have the payroll, but they're bad in baseball forever like the Rays, so they get a bunch of draft picks. They hit on them, and for 2 or 3 years, they're great, and then the players all go and make more money. But the little guy always returns to being competent, but the little guy. There's a reason he was a little guy forever. Small payroll, unglamorous town, don't attract free agents, whatevs. But then there's Gonzaga. David-to-Goliath. They are the best college basketball team in America. Okay, in the last 6 years. Well, what about the conference they play in? Who cares? In the last 6 years, they have more wins in the tournament than anybody. By the way, in the last 5 years, they have the highest winning percentage. They have the most wins. They're putting guys in the NBA. They just landed another top 5 high school player. They may land another top 15 high school player. Jalen Suggs may go number 1 in the draft. Probably 2, but may go number 1. When you watch Baylor and Gonzaga play tonight, there'll be 4 or 5 first-round picks. This is not a mirage. This is the rare story where the Rays become the Yankees. What? Okay, for 4 or 5 years, they're not slowing down. Mark Few is young, in great shape. He's not going anywhere. They don't cheat in their recruiting. They sell out their arena. They're incredibly well-funded, make about $14, $15 million a year. Players love them. They get NBA guys. They have a great system. Not Duke, not Kansas, not Syracuse, not Kentucky, that are a revolving door sometimes of players. 5 straight 30-win seasons never happened. Now, some of that is the conference they play in. But they are the best basketball program in America right now, the best college basketball program. I'm not sure Kentucky didn't make the tournament. Louisville didn't make the tournament. Duke didn't make the tournament. They'll try for history tonight, and I can't wait. You just don't see it very often. There's a reason favorites are favorites. They've had an advantage, and they may go down, but Oklahoma football, they may hire the wrong coach. They fly back. Alabama hires the wrong coach. They fly back. The passion, the money, the glamour, the history, the funding, whatever it is, phenomenal. A lot of times when I interview young people and we're trying to hire somebody, I ask, what's your story? Give me your story. I want to hear your story. I don't need your resume. What's your story? We talk about this in the NFL all the time. Quarterbacks always have a story. Baker Mayfield had to walk on. Aaron Rodgers had to go to the junior college route. Big Ben wasn't recruited by the big boys, went to Miami of Ohio. Russell Wilson dropped to the 3rd round. Tom Brady couldn't start in college. That's their story. It's easy to get your arms around and root for a story. And if you're a 17 and 18-year-old basketball star and you're looking to get a shoe contract, brah, it ain't just talent. What's your story? LeBron got a big shoe deal. He was a prodigy. He was the chosen one. Zion got a big shoe deal. Controversial, dynamic, shoe explodes. He had a story, not just talent. Zion was not going into college the number one prospect. He signed a bigger shoe deal than LeBron. The NBA has always dismissed college basketball as a really high-quality option for a year to the pros. You can go overseas. I'm not against that. You can go to the G League, make some money, couple $100,000. I'm not against that if you grew up super poor. But I think college basketball is the best option. Adam Silver and the NBA roll their eyes and barely even consider it an option. And I give you Jalen Suggs. LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, texting me during the game and after it. This kid now has a story. Jalen Suggs made several $1 million Saturday night. That was the best college basketball game I've ever seen. Let me ask you, what's the best G League game you've ever seen? Oh, wait, you never have. Jalen Green may be drafted third. Jalen Suggs, 2. 1 will sign a massive shoe deal because he used the platform of college basketball, CBS, TNT, March Madness to make millions. That's why Baker Mayfield got a dozen commercials and was one of the worst quarterbacks his first year or two in the league. Oklahoma, bowl games. He had a story. He had to walk on twice. I'm not saying the G League isn't okay as an option, but the United States basketball culture is see player, pay him, or you're a bad guy. You're not willing to wait 9 months if you have at least some finances to get you through for 9 months? Jalen Suggs is now a commodity. I can't wait to watch him play in the NBA. Jalen Green may be as talented. What do I care? I've got no visceral connection. You go to the G League, your coaching's worse, your facility's worse, your travel's worse. You have no marketing. I've never seen a G League game, just highlights. I'm not saying college basketball is for everybody, but the NFL has always understood that college football is a marketing and maturity platform to get known. That's why a Tim Tebow is not even good can walk in and lead the league in jersey sales. When's the last time in college basketball, when's the last time a G League guy who wasn't any good walked into the NBA and led in shoe sales? Steph played college basketball. Most of the all-time greats played college basketball. Now, LeBron was just too damn good. So was Kevin Garnett. So was Kobe. And I'm not saying that route is for everybody, but 13 million people watched Saturday night, and they all fell in love with Jalen Suggs. And so did Nike. Did you watch the Lakeland Magic win the G League title? Outside of the parents of the players, I'm not sure anybody did. College basketball is a wonderful platform. Not for everybody, but to dismiss it, why is football, why does the NFL draft crush every other sport in America's regular season TV ratings? Hell, it crushes some baseball and NBA and NHL first and second round playoff ratings. Why are we sitting on our couch for a weekend watching the draft? Remember when they had the pandemic and COVID and they were all doing it from their house? It's one of my favorite drafts ever. Why? Because the kids all had stories. You could put your arms around them and cry and root for them. Jalen Suggs has one. Thanks to the unbelievable marketing of CBS and TBS or TNT or wherever it is, and YouTube and whatever TV station and network it's on. College basketball gives you a story. Stories make you a lot of money. Go get one. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.